Hey guys, at kamusta mga Pinoy Rangers out there? My name is Chris, and this is Ranger Force Roundup. So for today's episode, we will be talking about an article about how the original Blue and Black Ranger were sort of critical of the recent movie. But before that, as you can see, we are at a very beautiful studio here at the YouTube Pop-Up Space Manila. And it's also a special episode because we have a live studio audience. Woo! I paid them to do that. I have someone here who will help me in our discussion for today. He is a local recording artist. He was from Team Leia in The Voice Philippines Season 2, and he's also a Power Rangers cosplayer. Guys, give it up for Tim Pavino. What's up? Oh, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, like a real talk show. Yeah. For those people here and for those people there, kindly introduce yourself and what you do.
Hi guys, I'm Tim Pavino and I am a recording artist here in the Philippines. I'm under Star Music with Stages Talents, and I just happen to love Power Rangers and I'm proud of it.
Yeah. So the article we'll be discussing is from comicbook.com. A few days ago, there was a convention in the States where the former Black and Blue Rangers were guests at, and they had some stuff to say. These guys are David Yost, the original Blue Ranger, and Walter Jones, the Black Ranger. For today, I'd just like to discuss 3 points that they talked about. One is how they changed the character of Zack, how they said it's morphin time in the movie, and the new look of the Megazord. Walter Jones said, I was a little disappointed that they changed the characters around a little bit because I wanted Zack to be with his Kido because hip-hop Kido was a really important element of who I was on Power Rangers. In a way, he had every right to express his opinion on that because for the fact that he was the original Zack. But for me, when you're doing a reboot, I mean, there should be a line before you cross over into just doing the exact same thing as the show.
I totally agree with Walter on that, and especially the comment of keeping the kiddo thing. Because you, as a fan, you want to look for those little elements in the movie that will go, oh, yeah, that's it. Oh. I mean, there were those in the movie, but I'm sure maybe that person's just a little too detailed. But, you know, I get it. I get where it's coming from.
For David's comment, he had some stuff to say about how they said it's morphin time in the movie. David Yost said, the only thing I care about progression-wise when they do a sequel and they morph, they better bring it and they better say it's morphin time. When we said it's morphin time, it was like shit's about to go down. When they said it in the movie, it was so lackadaisical. I was like, are you kidding me? How they said it in the show, it was very campy, right? Like in the original.
Almost comical.
Almost comical. Because it was like, it's morphin time! It's morphin time!
It's like, what? It's morphin time! Like,
there were a lot of campy moments in the movie as well, but I think they didn't want to go too campy. Hence, the darker way of saying it. And the third one that they had some problems with was the Megazord design. When it came out, a lot of people were very, very, very harsh. But according to David and Walter, he said, I want to see the pieces come together and click and combine. I don't like the fact that they were little bubbles. I wanted them to be together. The cool part for us being in Power Rangers is that we were all in a cockpit together. So the fact that they were in their little pods, well, it was weird.
When we were watching it, when the Zords finally came out, and then they go Power Rangers.
That was fun.
Like, whenever, it was just, the whole cinema was So now everyone's waiting, okay, what's the next thing? Are they gonna do that first form?
Exactly.
The battle form before they go into like the actual Zord? And then that didn't happen. So okay, maybe they're gonna just find some way to click it. You know, in the first movie, they had that whole spinning, they're all up in the air and then they're combining and...
So the only thing they did in the movie was just show... they just showed the back part where it locked in. Yeah. You know, but I guess for drama, in a drama sense, when they were rising from the ashes. It was a nice scene. But
very
yes,
Lionsgate.
it would it's very Lionsgate.
Very Lionsgate.
But it would have been cool, yeah, to see. So what do you think about the cockpit?
I just wish they all had like their own screens that they could see each other. Like, dude, you're not moving the arm, you know, dude, you know, like how could they see each other? Like, oh, did you move it? I don't know. Like, how would you know?
I ask you this, right? So if the 4 members, blue, black, pink, and yellow, were handling the limbs, what did Jason do?
Oh,
it was
on.
just, he's the heart.
No,
he's
no,
the heart.
no. It's the easiest. No, I was gonna say someone's gotta talk smack to the enemy. Like, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna do this. Yeah. Oh no, he hit us. Ah. Like, Trini, you got something? Yeah, I got something. You know, someone's gotta talk smack.
They did say something positive about the movie, and it was also one of the positive notes that I mentioned before in a past video, that they loved RJ Kyler's portrayal of Billy Cranston.
I related to Billy more now because I remember being picked on in school because, you know, when I was growing up in the US, I was the shortest one in class, and, you know, people could push me, they wanted, and I was a nerd also. So since, yeah, he's the Black Ranger and he's a nerd and he's, you know, he's getting picked on, maybe it's a secret way of Lionsgate trying to say that, you know, this happens. And just like the original Blue Ranger who was picked on the show before David Yost was picked on, I felt that it was like a full circle moment that this guy is the hero. This guy was the hero all along.
So for this part of this special show of Ranger Force Roundup, and since we have a live audience, we wanted to have a little Q&A session.
Yes, Q&A.
Q&A. So let's start it with the first question.
Yeah, so my name is Kem, 22. So my question for Timmy is that I know that you really love Power Rangers, but if you will become a supervillain, what kind of superpower should you possess for you to be able to give Power Rangers a hard time?
That is good.
To answer this in a very Power Ranger way, do you remember, you might not remember, but do you remember during Zeo, they had that transition period between Alien Rangers to Zeo. Yeah, when they were kids, and they had controlled time, and I think that was one of the most effective things that really disrupted the Power Ranger universe. So I would love to control time.
So who's next? All right.
My name is Julio and I'm from Paranaque. For you, Chris, how long do you actually take in preparing for all of your videos, or at least one of your videos, before you actually upload them on YouTube?
So first, me and my friend Jason, we write the script together. So we shoot it, and then sometimes it gets released 2 to 3 months after. Because with what I do, I already have a queue of all my shows, whether vlogs, fan films. I already have a good 3 months worth of videos ready, so that it won't come to a point where I'll be like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to release. So there, I'd like to thank everyone here. I'd like to thank the crew. I'd like to thank everyone at home who's watching. I'll see you next week, and this was our Ranger Force Roundup. Bye-bye. Yay! Thanks, guys.